So today what I've done is I've made every single player a free agent. Yeah, I'm talking every single player. You can see it here. They're there, like all top players. And to make it a little bit more interesting and to make sure that players actually sign with some teams, I'm going to turn ignore budgets on. Everything else is going to be like the normal settings that I rock with. Everything's going to be on auto manage because I want this to just sim and see how the landscape of MLB changes. Are we going to have some new super teams? Are we going to have some crazy trades? Whatever happens, I mean, I just want to see what happens. So before we get any further in today's video, I want to talk about my second channel. I'm going to be running a franchise series. Basically, what I want that channel to be is just nothing but franchise series. And I want this channel to be about rebuilds, sims, kind of fun stuff like that. I just feel like this channel, we've built this channel kind of on rebuilds and stuff like that. And I feel like just starting a second channel where we can literally just do nothing but franchise series. So if you guys want to see a franchise series, go check out the second channel. Link in the description below and in the pinned comment. So for this video, you can see like every team is sitting around like 74, 75 overall players. And I've released every other player into free agency. Yes, every other player is in free agency. Yeah, that's a lot of players in free agency. And I think this is gonna be a lot of fun because I want to see how this will change everyone's like divisions, teams, things like that. I have a feeling it's gonna be kind of crazy. Because like I said, every single player is in free agency. Trout, you've got a couple low rated guys too, but like, I mean, it is literally every player from like 76 and up. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who signs with who goes where. Are any of those players traded immediately? So yeah, let's just hop right into it. Let's get to the All-Star break and let's see what crazy signings happen. All right, so we're at the deadline, and I'm kind of interested to see what happened. I got to get used to the fact that the transactions menu is now under manage. Let's go to completed. Let's go to not trades. I'm not really worried about trades. I guess we can kind of fly through these to kind of see what moves were made because, I mean, there still are going to be trades that do happen. And I mean, there were quite a few, which would make sense because a lot of them have low contracts, so they can just really just flip players like crazy. And you can see some trades definitely did happen. I'm more interested, only 4 players signed. So Cubs signed Shohei to a 1-year $3.4 million deal. Arenado got signed to a 1-year max contract deal with the Angels. The Nationals got Salvi, and Yasmani Grandal went to the Tigers. Those were the only free agent moves. Okay, I guess. I mean, we can get through the month of August, and then like right before the end of September, right before the season ends, and then we'll see if any more players sign, which it's a possibility. I doubt it does happen though, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait till the offseason to really see these moves. All right, so season's over, no more signings happened, and I guess let's just kind of take a look and see who is at the top of the standings. So the Cubs were first in the Central, and you got the Diamondbacks in the West. The Dodgers were actually last. The Giants and the Brewers are your wild card winners. Rays, the White Sox with the Twins and the Tigers winning the wild card, and then the Angels. So who do we got like leading the league? Brock Holt with the Cardinals. I think that was just a move to fill out the roster. You got Matt Duffy at the top there. Harold Castro and Eric Hosmer for hits. Doubles went to Gregorius and Arise. And then you got Olivares, Cruz for triples. And then home runs went to Grichuk along with Franmil Reyes, who's with the Orioles. I'm assuming he got traded there. Okay, so who do we got for awards? What do we got going on here? Grichuk MVP with Miguel Sano as well. We got Cueto and Joe Ross winning Cy Young, which is crazy to see these ERAs. Obviously, because there's not good hitters in the league. You got Brock Holt, Duffy for the title, batting title. Reliever of the year went to Oliver Drake along with Chris Stratton. And then rookie of the year was Mitch Walding and JJ Matejevich. Okay, sure. So realistically, I'm not too worried to see like who wins the World Series. I want to get to the offseason. I want to get to the good stuff and see like who ends up signing players. You know, like Angels defeat the Giants. The Angels win a World Series without Mike Trout. Okay. All right. So yeah, like this is the a lot of players retired. This is the good stuff. This is where we start to see who goes crazy in the offseason. So like all these players are going to be free agents. And all right, let's have some fun with it. We're going to have a lot of notifications. I already know what's going to happen. So Salvi goes to the Cubs. DeGrom goes to the Rays. That's the only J-Ram goes to the Nationals. Okay. What other? Trout to the Phillies. He goes home. Trout to the Phillies. We got Rodon to the Red Sox. And then what other moves happen? Bryce Harper back to the Nationals. Bieber to the Athletics. Gosman to the Giants. Okay. Rondal to the Cardinals. Garrett Cole to the Dodgers. What other moves are we getting? Any other big moves? Anything at all? Tatis to the Mets. 6 years, $10.2 million. So he got $1.7 million a year. Okay, Real Muto gets a 3-year deal with the Giants. And any other big ones? Machado to the Dodgers. Semien to the D-backs. We've got Iglesias to the Royals. Freddie Freeman to the Astros. I'm kind of interested to see how this all plays out. Mookie Betts to the Brewers. Woodruff with the Nationals. Acuna to the Pirates. Presley to the Cardinals. Buxton to the Rangers. I think we're going to get a crazy amount of signings right now. Vlad with the Angels. And then Trey Turner with the Reds. Okay, so yeah, we're starting to see a lot of like minor league deals happen now. Wait, Soto to the Red Sox. Olsen is with the Braves. Okay, yeah, we're going to get a bunch of these. So this is going to take forever. Let's just get to spring training. Let's get to the regular season. And let's see. Are there still big names available in free agency? Kind of, but like nothing too crazy. So I guess what we do now is we just kind of see how this all plays out. Like, I mean, are there big deals? Like a lot of them look like 1-year deals. That's probably what happened. But okay, let's go through the lineups. Let's see how this all played out. So the Cubs offensively look pretty bad, like really bad. I wonder if they spent their money on pitching. Also, they had to completely spend their budgets. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. Okay, so Turner, Suarez, interesting. I mean, it kind of looks like it's pretty evenly split. Like there's so far not a team that's like too crazily like stacked offensively. It looks pretty spread out. I mean, the Dodgers, okay, Bellinger, Jonathan India, I mean, Wilson Contreras, Machado, Tim Anderson. So yeah, maybe it's just programmed that they like to spend a little bit more money than normal. But I mean, teams seem pretty even. Like I'm actually surprised with how like even everybody is. There are players that are going to drop ratings just because they didn't play last year and they spent a majority of the season in free agency. But yeah, I mean, they look pretty even. I feel like we actually have like no stacked teams. I mean, it's going to be a little bit different once we Vlad, Arenado, Baez is kind of good, I would say, but like for the most part, this Judge and Buxton, okay, that's a little power part of the lineup, a nice little heart of the lineup there. Tatis and Robert, Trout and Crone. But yeah, J-Ram, Bryce Harper, okay, with Goldschmidt, Schwarber, and this might be the team to look out for. That might be the team to look out for. Pitching wise, we'll go through it really quickly. I'm not really worried about the bullpen too much, but you guys can kind of see what the different teams are. But again, it doesn't really look like there's a team that's too like stacked compared to the rest. Like Cole and Flaherty on the same team is pretty impressive, but overall, I feel like this is a pretty even league. Nothing too crazy. I like this. I like this rather than just like a completely stacked squad. There isn't anything too crazy yet. I mean, some pretty decent pitchers there, but yeah, this is actually pretty cool. For once, we don't have like a crazy stacked Dodgers, Mets, like the Angels end up getting pretty good. The Yankees are good. Like nothing is like just too stacked. We actually have like pretty even stuff. I mean, the Nationals might be the team to beat. All right, so we're at the deadline, and I want to see what transactions have happened. What do we got here? So trades. Wisdom for Bishop. We got Barlow. Pete Alonso got traded for Jose Ramos. Okay. Angle for Phillip. Stanek. Okay. Anything big? Jazz Chisholm. Perez. Groshans. Man. I feel like. What else we got? Stassi for Simeon Woods Richardson. It looks like. Oh, wow. Mullins got moved. Lynn. Okay. What else? Anything else that was like kind of big? Doesn't look like it. Nimmo got traded. Morejon got traded. Jose Altuve went to the Pirates. Oh, that's kind of a big move. Any other free agency moves? No. All right. So Cubs are still atop the Central. Looks like they're pretty good, I guess. Let's see how the season finishes. So the season is over, and the Cubs are atop the Central once again. What else do we have here? In the East, you've got the National. Like I said, the Nationals were going to be good. The Phillies have a wild card spot, and the Giants and the Rockies are coming out of the West. On the other side, you got the Yankees, the Tigers and the Twins, the Angels and the Rangers. That's it. Okay. League leaders, J-Rams atop the batting average charts, along with Luis Arraez. You've got Ketel Marte with the Tigers, along with Chris Taylor with the Giants for hits. Doubles goes to Garrett Mitchell. Okay. He's getting his time in the majors. And then Ketel Marte on the other side. Triples is Buxton and Story. Man, what an infield this is. Witt and Story. Probably Witt I'd have it short, but that's still a pretty good infield. And then Robert on the other side with the Mets. Okay. Home runs goes to Tatis and Soto. Okay. All right. Awards. What do we got here? What do we have? So Tatis is your MVP, beating out Trout and CJ Cron. Soto on the other side with the Red Sox. So you got DeGrom and Ohtani as your Cy Young winners. And then J-Ram and Arraez batting title. Reliever of the year goes to Ryan Stanek and AJ Minter. And then Garrett Mitchell is your rookie of the year, along with Seiya Suzuki. Oh yeah, he was a free agent, so that's why he didn't play last year. Interesting. So we got the playoff picture on screen. I guess we see what happens. Who's going to be the World Series winner? This time around, it is going to be the Phillies with Mike Trout. So Mike Trout misses it with the Angels last year. But he ends up being the World Series winner this year with his hometown Phillies. And Garrett Hampson is the World Series MVP. Trout ends up being the playoff MVP. So I guess we go to the Phillies. Let's see what their lineup is. Mondesi, Stott, Trout, Cron, Vogelback. I mean, that's some power right there. Zach Collins, Santander, Solak, and Munoz. And they beat the Yankees, who had Lux, Nimmo, Frank. I mean, that's a pretty good team, actually. Yeah, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. So let's do one more season. Let's see if we can get a super team starting to form. I want to see a super team. So Lindor goes to the Cardinals. Chris Sale goes to the Tigers. Any other big moves happening? Altuve to the Dodgers. So he gets traded to the Pirates, and now he's with the Dodgers. Really? Any other names? Nah, Muncy, JD Martinez, Goldschmidt, Springer, Polanco. There's a couple other older-ish players, but I feel like maybe some trades happen. So Freddie Freeman gets traded to the Reds. Okay. Marcus Semien to the Padres. Any other big moves happening? I mean, we're still in early July, so we might see some moves. Let's see what we got. Carlos Rodon to the Tigers. Okay. What else we have? Anything? Alex Bregman to the Padres. So the Padres are making some moves. And we'll just move. Gallegos. Yeah, the Pirates. Pirates going crazy with it. All right. Transactions completed. Free agency. A couple moves for some catchers, but trades. Olsen went to the Rockies. Miles Straw to the Marlins. We got Seth Beer to the Giants. Gallegos, we saw that move. We see any other big moves. Nimmo gets moved once again. And Jazz Chisholm gets moved again. We got Liam Hendricks getting traded. McMahon getting traded. And Bregman goes to the Padres. We saw that one. Andrew Vaughn gets moved. Luplow, Joey Bart gets traded. Any other big moves? I need to see something big. We saw the Rodon trade. And I think that Luis Castillo got moved, the starting pitcher. Semien got traded. So he went to, the Padres made a lot of big moves. Oh, Trevor Story got traded. Wow. Okay, so the Reds acquired Trevor Story and Freddie Freeman in the same season. All right. We've got some deals happening. Holy cow, there's a lot. Holy. Jared Walsh got traded. Jonathan Scope, Jock Peterson. Any other? Brian Reynolds went to the Rangers. And Henry Davis gets traded. Seiya Suzuki gets moved. I see the Rangers popping up quite a bit. So there's that. And I think we're at the bottom of the list. Tyler Stevenson gets moved through Jesus Luzardo. Okay. Yeah. I wonder if there's a stacked team now. I feel like the Nationals were still a pretty good team. I guess the Padres potentially, because they were making some moves at the deadline. But I don't know. I'm looking at these records, and I think I saw St. Louis had a good one. But outside of that, I don't know. Let's see. What do we have? So the Cardinals have a really good record. The Dodgers have a really good record. And anybody else? It looks like the league is just really, really even, which is kind of crazy. I was expecting one team to really take over the league. So J-Ram with the Nationals still. You got Soto there. Devers with the Royals. Okay. JP Crawford with the Nationals. I think the Nationals are a little bit underrated. I feel like that team's crazy good. Any other stats that are pretty impressive? I mean, maybe. All right, so awards. Minter, Ohtani. Okay, so Bogarts is your MVP this time, along with Devers. You got DeGrom and Shohei Ohtani. And then J-Ram along with Soto. Stanek, Minter, reliever of the year. Tavares, who's this? Looks like a really good prospect that got drafted. And then Priester with the White Sox. Had a really good season, by the way. Holy cow. Okay. All right, so I guess a good way to check is like who's really good. So you got the Angels. Oh wow, Judge, Alvarez, and Bell. So maybe the Rangers are that team. Ooh, the Padres are up top there. You got the Mets as well, the Reds. So maybe the Angels, the Rangers, the Padres, and the Reds, are they the team offensively to look for? I mean, they might be. What about pitching wise? What do we got going on for the best pitchers? You got the Cubs up there, the White Sox, complete games for the Reds, shutouts for the Cubs, saves goes to the Cardinals. Okay, it's a weird there's a weird dynamic for a lot of these teams. Like the Cubs are like one of the best teams pitching wise, but clearly hitting wise, offensively it was terrible. The Dodgers defeat the Yankees. Really? Okay, let's go take a look at the Dodgers. What do we got going on for them? Anderson, India, Machado, Alonso. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So this is what I was talking about. One team's going to take over. And I mean, they've got Flaherty, they got Cole, Bobby Miller. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're just going back to normal now. Volpe, Lux, Ty France, Lau, Narvaez. I mean, that's a pretty good team too. Yeah. A lot of lefties with that short porch. That's going to do some damage. What about St. Louis and Texas? Because they were another couple teams that clearly were good offensively. So you got Myers, Nimmo, Verdugo, Grandal, Lindor, Gord. Yeah, that's a pretty good team. Pitching wise with Snell, Nola, Kopech, Marquez. Pitching and the bullpen. Ooh. And then the other team I wanted to look at was the Rangers, where they've got, oh wow, okay. All right, so some super teams are starting to form. Bronco, Reynolds, Judge, Alvarez, Bell, Buxton, Chisholm. Wow. Seiya Suzuki on the bench. The pitching could use a little bit of help. But man, okay. I'm down for one more season because I'm seeing some teams starting to form. I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out with one more year. All right, so let's see who's a free agent this year. You've got Ohtani, free. Oh, wow, there's a lot of big names. Devers, Ohtani, Freeman, Giolito, Bellinger, Bader, Winker, Sale. Ooh, this could be an interesting one. I wonder if like any of those like Rangers. So Ohtani with the Phillies with Trout. So he reunites with Trout. Okay. Any other big moves that I should be looking forward to? Maybe Freeman, if they show Freeman. Is he going to sign with somebody? Edman gets traded to the Phillies. Are the Phillies about to be a scary team? Flaherty goes to the Rockies. Altuve moves once again. McMahon to the Athletics. And let's see, anything else? Is that it? No other big moves were shown. So where did I guess Freeman probably went back to the Reds. And let's see here. Any other, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to find it unless I go to like the Reds. But let's see, I'm trying to see if they, no, so Freddie Freeman didn't go back to the Reds actually. Interesting. Okay, so last season, we'll see how it plays out. All right, Bo Bichette to the Red Sox, I believe that was. The Nationals traded Bryce Harper to the Marlins. He's just going to play for every NL East team. And coming up to the deadline, I'm kind of interested to see what other big moves happen. I mean, we got to have some more, right? Right? Come on, give me one more. One more. Not that. That wasn't what I was looking for. Okay, so nothing happened, clearly. Just kind of boring. Not going to lie. Any big moves? I'm seeing Benny Montgomery get moved a lot. You know, it's a lot of prospects. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But at this point, prospects might be kind of decent. Like starting to crack MLB rosters. Yeah, no big moves. Dylan Carlson, I see, got traded. What did he get traded for? Samuel Infante and Jesus Moya. I think at this point, teams have spent so much money that they're like, I feel like the team's kind of good now. So, okay. All right, Bo Bichette was kind of the biggest move for this year. Nestor Cortez got moved, and Tony Gonsolin, Carter. Yeah, that was kind of the big one. MJ Melendez gets traded for Ryan Feltner, and Kirilloff got traded. But all right, let's see what every team looks like at the end of the year. See how the playoffs look. Who's the best team, and if like the Dodgers continued their super team and the Yankees too. All right, so the season's over. So now let's go take a look. What do we got here? The Brewers in the Central, the Nationals again in the East with the Phillies and the Mets, the Dodgers on the West. Okay. The Red Sox and the Yankees. You got the Royals, the Rangers. Wow, 107 wins for the Rangers. Ooh, that might be the team. That might be the super team. That really might be it. So Tatis and Soto at the top for average. Soto and Castellanos for hits. Let's see. Anything for doubles? Soto and India. Tatis for triples along with Alec Thomas back in Chicago. And then Devers with 60 home runs along with 48 for Tatis. Okay. Awards. Tatis is your MVP for the second time with the Mets. You got Devers with the Royals back-to-back seasons. You got Barrios with the Mariners along with Woodruff with the Nationals for Cy Young. What other moves do we have? Escobar, relief pitcher, 26 years old. Okay. Really popped off. Chad Green on the other side with the Nationals, and the Christian Robinson, normally of the Diamondbacks, here with the Braves, and then Tristan Casas are your rookies of the year. All right. So to round it off, let's see what everyone's team is looking like. This guy looks insane. What a draft pick. Wow. Okay. And I mean, the Cubs team looks pretty decent. It's just the pitching could definitely use some help. So it's not a bad squad. You've got the Reds who actually look pretty decent. So it's looking like teams are starting to fill out now. Like we're starting to see some really good teams. I think the Pirates could be a really sneaky team. You've got the Cardinals look pretty decent. Let's see. Diamondbacks, not so much. The Rockies, Olsen, Albies, Winker, Mullins, Meadows. Like that's pretty good. So their pitching must be, their pitching's pretty bad. Wow. Okay. Let's see. The Dodgers looks like the same from last year, pretty much. Okay. The Padres don't look that great after all those moves they made. You got the Giants don't look that great. The Orioles, no. The Red Sox look pretty decent. Key Bryant, Soto, Bichette. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty well-rounded team. The Yankees look okay. Interesting group for sure. The Rays look meh. The Blue Jays, eh. You got the White Sox, again, just kind of meh. And who else? The Guardians don't look that good. Tigers look okay. Riley Green, Torkelson, TJ Crone, Ketel Marte, Badu, Muncy. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. Kansas City looks decent. Definitely a lot of younger players there, so they could be good in a couple years. The Twins look all right. Nothing special, but they look okay. Houston looks pretty bad compared to everybody else. The Angels look pretty decent. Arenado, Vlad Jr., Javi, Will Smith, Carlos Correa. That's a good team. I mean, what's their pitching looking like? Not bad, actually. Like that's a sneaky. Did they make the postseason? They did. As a wild card team. Ugh. As a wild card team? Yeah, let's see what else we got. The Athletics, bad. Wow. We've got the Mariners. They look okay. J-Rod, Kelnick, Toro. Okay. And then Franco, Reynolds, Alvarez, Judge, Bell, Chisholm, Bucks. That's the same team they had last year. Plus Young and Huff. That's a really good team. That's a scary good team. The Mets look pretty good too. Phillies look meh. They look okay. The Nationals look okay as well. So, I mean, for the most part, a couple teams are really starting to separate themselves from the rest. The Rangers being one of them. And you can kind of see, there's some kind of stacked teams now. There's definitely some teams that are starting to really get better than the others. I think the Red Sox are one of those teams. They've got some really good pitching. They've got some really good hitters. What about I think the Rangers are another one that really are getting good. I mean, that team's kind of stacked. Who else? The Angels look kind of decent. The Dodgers were kind of decent. But I feel like, there's definitely some teams that are really just a lot better than what some of the other teams. Like I think the Phillies are kind of underrated too. They just have the Mets and the Nationals in their division. So I guess we just kind of see how this all plays out. Who is going to be the World Series winner? The Dodgers over the Red Sox? The Dodgers? The Dodgers. Really? The Dodgers. What? I mean, they do have John Means. They do have Garrett Cole. Like, those are good players. But the Dodgers? Really? Over the Red Sox? Okay, so let's go take a look at what the Red Sox had. I mean, maybe offensively the Dodgers are better, I would say. But what about pitching? I would say the Red Sox are probably a little bit better pitching-wise. And the Dodgers beat Milwaukee, which is like, okay. But the Phillies, they beat the Phillies. Like Edmund, Trout, Gavin Sheets is pretty decent. Mazzara is like okay. Collins is okay. Stott, okay. Bader, okay. Man, okay. All right, I can see why the Dodgers made it. But like, I mean, pitching-wise, I feel like Philly's kind of nasty. But then beating the Red Sox, I feel like that's crazy. And then Texas didn't even beat the Yankees, which I think is crazy as well. All right, there it is. There it is. The Dodgers, I guess, are just that good. They're just meant to be that good no matter what. And that's what happens when every player becomes a free agent. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, in the comment section, get involved. All that good stuff. Check out the second channel for the new franchise series that started today. That's about it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Did you enjoy today's video? If you did, I've got another one for you right here. Boom. Right there. Check it out. It's going to be great. Recommend this one.